for the Simcoe, for what it's worth. 148-2. It's a group of 7 and a very deep one at that. Ready for the Simcoe. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Leading out down the center, Century Pharaoh from the rail, Best in Show out fast. Way out wide, Bronx Sealster, he gets mushed along by Jameson 3 deep going into that turn. It's going to be a wild first quarter here. Teatrick wants that early lead. He's got it. Best in Show to the front. Century Pharaoh scrambles into the pocket spot. Jameson left enough to cross in from third. There with long shot Bronx Sealster. Then it's back fourth to Captain Crunch. Stag Party fifth. 6 better up. Trailing seventh is Tyga Hanover. First quarter 26 flat. Big speed. Best in Show takes them into the backstretch, leading the way. Century Pharaoh, then it's back to Bronx Sealster. Captain Crunch. Watch that Wild West battle early. He's on the move in the backstretch now. And here comes Captain Crunch on the outside. Was fourth, then third, now second, and setting sail for the lead as Zeron calmly guides him to the front. And it's Captain Crunch on point now. Best in Show to the pocket position. The opening half was 54-1. Century Pharaoh followed by Bronx Sealster. Stag Party inside fifth. Underway 6 better up. 7 to the outside. Tyga Hanover as they travel into the final turn. So it's Captain Crunch. Ball in his court as he takes the field to the midway point of the turn. 3/4 bound. Best in Show in the pocket spot with Century Pharaoh third. Here outside to fourth now comes better up on his cover Tyga Hanover. Then it's Bronx Sealster and Stag Party. 3/4 Captain Crunch the boss as he's over there in 122-2. And as they come into the stretch, it is Captain Crunch leading the way. Best in Show is second. Century Pharaoh's third. Rolled off cover now from the backfield come Tyga Hanover and Stag Party. Captain Crunch leads the way. Captain Crunch still there. Here on the outside now comes Best in Show scooting up the rails. Century Pharaoh. Century Pharaoh on a night of upsets is coming through. And it's Century Pharaoh for Filion to win. Century Pharaoh, then it was Best in Show. It was tight for show. Either Captain Crunch or Stag Party. 149-3 for Century Pharaoh.
Simcoe Stakes in the books, and these guys at it again. Racing's version of the Odd Couple. We were just having a bit of a laugh at that on off camera. Sylvan engineering this winning trip. Talk about that trip, and was it maybe easier for you to come up the inside than to wait and get some room on the outside?
Yeah, absolutely. I knew Timmy's horse got to drift out because he did last week, and I was kind of hoping Scotty's would too. So it eventually worked out. We got lucky.
Could you sense that, the leaders were getting a little tired there?
Yeah, because mine was full of pace, and they were kind of asking their horses to go, and they wouldn't respond that good, and mine was full of it.
I mean, you just beat the NA Cup champ. This is a pretty good colt.
He's a very, very nice colt. Good job, Doc.
We got that on camera, by the way. Well done, Sylvain.
Thank you very much.
All right, Doc, let's bring you in here. This guy now goes over $500,000 in earnings this year for a grassroots champion. Do you ever think you'd get that?
Not until late this spring as he was training down. He ended up the season very well last year, and it just goes to show you sometimes that, a lot of the 2-year-olds get raced very hard, and they don't come back as 3-year-olds. This guy never beat 153 last year. I think he won the final of the grassroots in 53 flat. So he saved himself for this year, I guess. So we're very, very proud of him, very pleased. And Sylvain Filion, he's one of the best around here, that's for sure.
Well, he's proved it for you a couple of times tonight here. What were you I know you weren't sitting behind him, but what were you thinking, coming off that last turn? You could clearly see he had some horse.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was cursing him when he didn't move on that turn, that's for sure. You don't want to know what I said, but I'm glad the rail opened up for him because he did have lots of horse. He trained well back. We gave him a week off, and he'll get another week now probably. And I'll be talking to his owner, Dave Ratchford, in Sydney tomorrow, see if there's any chance we might be able to supplement him to the Breeders' Crown or something down the road here because he's very lightly staked. He just has the last gold and the final, I guess, so.
All right. Well, he's been racing awesome. Great job with him. Congratulations, and we look forward to seeing him again.
Thanks very much.
All right, there's Doc Moore. 2 training wins in the stakes variety here tonight. His latest, Century Pharaoh, taking the Simcoe.